Hey everybody, this is Paul Radke with God's House Church. I want to welcome you to the podcast today. Thank you so much for joining us. My prayer is that this message inspires you, that it gives you a deeper revelation of who God is, and that it draws you into a closer relationship with Him. God bless. Enjoy the message.
Paul, I've been waiting for him to do this most of his little life. And finally, he decided that he was going to do it. And it was after Polly died and all that other stuff. You know, let's move on from that, because I'm tired of that one. But I'll tell you, he come to me and he said, God told me. He told me when he was 12 that God called him to pastor. Okay, so take charge, boy. Let's roll. Because I'm tired. I'm getting old. How many of y'all getting old? Thank you, Elwin. Elwin fell over. I'm tired. So you do it for a while. There you go. Man, am I happy? I got my son, and I've got two wonderful sons. So I'm not taking one over the other one. But I got two wonderful sons. Oh, you watch what the next one's going to do. You watch what the next one's going to do. That's going to be a fireball for God. It's just, God's got to work him out. You know, I got a good friend of mine, Jesse Duplantis. Yeah, he used to run around acting out, acting a fool, and all that kind of crazy. I'm talking to you, Rhonda. Acting a fool. And then one day, God got a hold of his life. That's the first song I ever heard Jesse Duplantis sing was Jesus got a hold of my life and he won't let me go. In Dulac, Louisiana, I was 14 years old, Susan. Jesus got a hold of my life and he won't let me go. Y'all got married? Good grief. Where have I been? Anyway. Yeah, but Paul did it, right? So Paul went and did your wedding for you. Yeah, he don't tell me nothing, you know. I don't even know anything anymore. You know what? It's going to be all right. Send it to me on Facebook, all right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm so excited that all of you are here today. Just for a second, you know, I don't mean to digress, but I'm just glad you're here. I haven't seen you in so long. Y'all are my friends. I don't get to see you. I live in a one-bedroom apartment by myself all the time. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, I plan on getting married real soon. Well, let's all clap our hands. Well, she bought my ring and I bought hers and we went up to Academy, and that's why this one's on this finger, because I know y'all are looking at that ring right now, because y'all are going, did he get married yet? Well, we working at it. There you go. But that's a good commitment ring, isn't it? Okay, she's got one, I've got one, and we plan on getting married as soon as I can get the thing sealed. She's a hard woman to deal with. That red hair, it's beautiful. I love that girl, but I'm gonna tell you something. That red hair, it comes with a price. Because she Stop clapping, Joanna. She beats me. She does. She beats me. Come on, Susan, laugh at me. I don't have much time with y'all. This is family time. This ain't preaching time. I've got a sermon. I'm going to come at it. Just chill out for a minute. But she beats me. She does. She beats me up every day. She gets up at about 6:30 in the morning, calls me on the phone, and wakes me up, and she beats me up every day. She beats me up, and she treats me like a god. She does. She treats me like a god. She does. She serves me burnt offerings when she comes over to the apartment. And she cooks me toast. She's in the back right now, and she's probably going to kill me when this is over with, but I'm going to tell you right now, if there was a woman that could never cook bread, do not ever let that woman cook bread, because she burns the toast every time. Dear goodness gracious, mercy sakes, and help me, Jesus. Oh, you better know I love you. Every one of you in this house right now. Listen to me. These are things that I only tell to the people that are closest to me. I only tell people that I love the things that I'm joking about right now. That Joanna burns the toast. And that she can't cook. I mean, we need to work on it a little bit. What? Yeah, she did a pretty good job. She's cooking me some chicken and dumplings this afternoon after the church service is over. That's the only reason I'm in church today, is because she's cooking me some chicken and dumplings. She bought some chicken wings and stuff like that. But every time I walk over there, because I know how to cook. Anybody? Do y'all know I know how to cook? I cook better than most people know how to cook. They hire me to come into other cities to go cook for them. I went to Atmore, Alabama. Sudi, I went to Atmore, Alabama, and they had me come in and cook jambalaya for their whole congregation. And that was about a month ago. Is that crazy? They don't know how to cook. You know what it tasted like? I'm going to tell y'all what it tasted like when I went there. They were having Cajun Day. Rhonda, they were having Cajun Day. Help me, Lord Jesus. It tasted like shrimp that somebody threw in Chef Boyardee. It was horrible. How do you pronounce that? Horrible. And they served that out. I looked at it and went, oh no. And Joanna, she tasted it and she went, that was horrible. Yeah, you don't play with that stuff. You don't have Cajun Day without Cajuns involved, right? Hello, all the Cajuns in the house. You don't have Cajun Day without us. Good grief. That was horrible. But my sermon for you today is this. It's from Joshua, the 1st chapter. If you want to take a note, you can take a note right now. Joshua, the 1st chapter, and the 1st verse. And right in the middle of it, it says, Moses, my servant, is dead. Man. No, you take that for face value. And you don't realize the impact. Because Joshua, it says, he was Moses' minister. For real? I'm your minister. I've been ministering to you my whole life. And I don't take it for granted. But I've been ministering to you. And you should have told me about the wedding. But that, I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to lighten up on y'all because it was my son who did the wedding. So it's all right. I'm going to let you slide on that one. We ain't going to ever address it, just to be honest with you, because I don't want to talk about it with you. Hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings and everything. No, it's just Moses, my servant, is dead. Do you understand that level? Anybody ever lost somebody? I did your mama's funeral. I did your daddy's funeral too. Oh, I'm done with funerals. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Oh, one job that I could do without is everybody's funerals. Y'all keep dying on me. You know what? You can't kill bad grass. Y'all go ahead and laugh. Give me a giggle. Ha 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 ha. You can't kill bad grass, but I'm tired of doing people's funerals. I'm worn out. I did my mama's funeral, my daddy's funeral, my wife's funeral, I did everybody's funeral. Joanna, I promise you, if you die on me, I'm telling you, whew, I'm going to get Mike Mealy to do your funeral. I'm not doing that funeral. I'll get Jesse to do your funeral. There you go. Go ahead and die on me. Why do you think I married somebody 15 years younger than me? So she could bury me instead. Moses, my servant, is dead. And the point I want to bring out to you on that is this. It's going to pass. I don't know who you were once married to. I don't know what life you used to have. I can't explain that to you. I know my life. I was on worldwide television. I was on with Rod Parsley. I was on. It was insane. Smokey Robinson. I was on with everybody you ever heard of. And then it all changed. And now it comes to this moment to where I go, okay, I have to turn the page to what my life used to be, to what my life is going to be. Somebody help me preach this a little bit this morning. I have to turn my life from what it used to be. You hearing me on television right now? Because I have to turn my life from what used to be to what's going to be. And the going to be is going to be better than what the used to be was. I think it was, they always act like it was a biblical quotation when they say the best is yet to come. I think that was Socrates or Plato, or one of the Greek philosophers who said that. That's not in the Bible, but the Bible says it throughout. The best is yet to come. He must have been reading the Bible because it's the best is yet to come. But you got to go through some stuff before you get to the best. I got to tell you something. Help me preach this sermon this morning. It's been a while since I've been up here, and I expect some help. I expect some amens. You hear me, Tracy? I call you out right now. You better start saying amen, woman. Good Lord. No, it's the next step. The next step is this, 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. In the last days, perilous times shall come. Did I preach it right? In the last days, perilous times shall come. They're here right now. Look at it. Is this crazy? In these cities where they won't even call out the police to stop the violence? Are you out of your minds? What are you doing? Chasing senators down the street? Trying to beat them up? This is insane. You think whatever you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's just crazy. And in the last days, lawlessness. It says lawlessness. Exactly. It says lawlessness is coming at you. Well, what you gonna do? Man, Andy, get your gun. I don't know. But they're trying to take your gun away from you right now too. No, I'm not preaching politics today. I'm just going, Andy, get your gun. Because you're gonna need it. Because these people are crazy out there. I think there's one thing about me that y'all all like, is that you don't really want to. I have a look about me that looks like you don't want to do that. I'm telling you. I really did. I was up at the racetrack the other day. And I was fueling up because we had that hurricane coming. And I went and walked into the store for just a second. And they had some people out there that looked thuggish. And I just looked like I've been waiting for a moment like this. Q, I'm serious. I've been waiting for a moment like this. I wanted to start singing a song. I've been waiting for a moment like this. Come on. Bring it. Woo! Help me, Jesus, somebody. I can lead you to Jesus or I can send you to Jesus. That's the way all of y'all are. Don't look up here at me with judgment on your face. Especially you, Tracy. You want to beat somebody up. Shut up. We've been waiting on you to beat somebody up and find out that they got beat up. Shut up. No talking back. No talk back. And even your husband, he's the one who got beat up. Poor Wes. Everybody pray for Wes. Lay your hand out towards Wes right now and pray for Wes because Tracy gonna kill him because she's waiting for an opportunity to go kill him. Where's my camera at? Well, hey, how y'all doing? This is the West Bank of New Orleans, and this is our congregation, and this is just the way we are, okay? All right. I'm feeling good about it. But 2 Timothy, 3rd chapter, it says, in the last days, perilous times shall come. Man, this is all over us right now. Now, don't you want to be ready for it? Don't you want to be ready for it? Because when you go to Luke 21, you go to Luke, the 21st chapter, and you go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, Jesus said the same thing all over again. He said it's coming. He said it was coming. You don't know it's about to hit. I mean, you got to get ready for it. Go buy some sardines. Just go buy sardines, They don't taste all that good, but at least you got something to eat. And some saltine crackers. How's that? Go buy some sardines and some potted meat. That's what I'm talking about. Get you some potted meat. Man, I was first introduced to potted meat when I was about 6, maybe, with Herbie Trahan, Larry Lopez, Marlon Simon, a whole group of our youth group that was at the church at that time. And somehow my mom and dad let me go and hang out with these bunch of thugs. And they were bad. Anyway, they took me over to the Little General. And I know you remember this. They took me over to the Little General. And we went and bought potted meat and a loaf of white bread. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's Rhonda over there. And Rhonda, I used to go spend the night over at her family's house. And, well, you know, you didn't have to actually throw that out, Rhonda. You know, yes, I was going over to spend the evening with Scott, not with you, okay? But I didn't know you were going to throw that shade on me right now while I'm on the platform. That kind of hurt just a little bit, all right? Oh, my goodness. Now I forgot what I was talking about. Potted meat. No, it was funny because they all took me, Gordon Gidrose, Glenn Gidrose, the whole youth group, they all took me over there. We got potted meat and we got that white bread. We came back. I didn't even know what potted meat was. And they spread it all over that white bread. Oh, man. I'd never been so happy in all my life. I ate that up so happy. Good grief. I don't know what brand name it was, but it was good. It had to be Libby's, right? I think it's just funny the way that we have to prepare ourselves for the things that are about to come. Oh, I'm not telling you to go buy potted meat. I didn't mean it like that. But you got to be ready for what's about to happen. Because this is happening right in front of your eyes. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if the wrong things happen, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. You're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. But that's between you and God. I didn't come here to preach politics. Even though sometimes, do y'all ever get stuck on the political channels? No. Well, then I'm the only sick one in the room. No, I just watch it and go, yeah, I can't deal with that. The politics of the whole thing. I'm stuck on somebody else. I'm stuck on Jesus. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay stuck on Jesus. That's who I want to be with. I got Luke 21 and Matthew 24 stuck in my brain. And my dad used to say this, and I give him credit for it because I think you ought to give credit where credit is due. But my dad would say this: I'm packed up, I'm prayed up, I'm paid up, and I'm ready to go up. And he would do rapture practice. He would jump up in the air, and my dad weighed a good 300 pounds. And he would get up and he would jump. I'm not even going to do it. And I don't even weigh that much. And he would jump up in the air and say, I'm getting ready for the rapture. I'm waiting for Jesus to come back. Is anybody but me waiting for Jesus to come back? I'm waiting for Jesus to come back. Because it says in 1 Thessalonians 4:15 through 18, it says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trump of God. It doesn't say trumpet, it says trump. So I'm going to let that rest. Because whether you're a Democrat or Republican, with the trump of God, I'm looking for Jesus to come back. I'm not looking for a hole in the ground. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not looking for a hole in the ground. I'm looking for a hole in the sky. That's what my dad used to say all the time, and I give him full credit for it. I'm not looking for a hole in the ground. I'm looking for a hole in the sky. I can't wait to get up there. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I guess after you live your life, when I was a young man, well, I still am a young man. Look how pretty. No, for real. No, for real. You got to admit, I've been told recently I have a little baby face. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty I want to kiss myself. I caught that one for myself. But as you go through this life, you start to realize that, what do you want? No, for real. I'm looking at you. I'm talking to you. No, I'm just saying, what do you want? What do you want? Because I want to be joyful. I want to be happy. But what do you want? You have to think about these kinds of things and realize that what you really want is Jesus. Because when you late in the midnight hour, oh, I'm serious about this one right here. Y'all ain't even going to hear me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because it's late in the midnight hour. For real. If you've never been there, then you don't even know what I'm talking about. If you've never been, late in the midnight hour. Late in the midnight hour. God's going to turn it around. And you gotta have the tears in your eyes. Somebody wave at me or something and say, I know what you're talking about, Pastor. Because I know what I'm talking about right now. When sometimes I just wish that I had somebody that had a human voice that I could talk to. And I could say, he's going to work. Tell me. Somebody preach to me. Somebody preach to me. Because no, not early in the morning, not right now, but no, when I can't sleep. Y'all don't even want to hear what I got to say today. When I can't sleep, and I'm talking to you by way of the television right now, you just look and go, I can't sleep. I've had my days and nights reversed, by the way. And that happened because of when I was taking care of Polly. It's confusing. I don't know what to say to you. I can sleep I slept the other day till 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. Because, and then when you're up afterwards, and it reverses on you, and you go late in the midnight hour. Late in the midnight hour. He's going to turn it around. He's going to work in your favor. He promised. Help me. I said he's going to work in my favor. I don't know how he's going to work all this out. Because for one thing, I don't want to get in Paul's way. I'm so proud of that child. I'm proud of both of my sons. So I'm not going to favor one over the other one. But I'm so proud of Paul and what he's doing and how he turned it all around. Because he did. Don't they look like Chip and Polly? I didn't want to say that to you out loud too much. But don't they look like Chip and Polly? She's standing over here with a little arm stretched out, and she's praising Jesus all the time. And Paul's standing here, and he's playing the keyboard, and it looks exactly like me and Polly. It's kind of freaky, because it's kind of freaky. Anyway, from Joshua, the first chapter. See, God brings you. I'm gonna go ahead and preach the sermon to you, because I got it all written out right here. From Joshua, the first chapter, God tells Joshua, "Fear not. Fear not." And that's what I want to say to you today, is fear not. I know these are perilous times. And that's why I went to 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. Because the future says, this is going to happen. These things are going to happen. Look at me and pay close attention. These things are going to happen. It says it. It's clear in the Word of God, 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, and I can take you other places. And then it's Luke 21, the prophetic, and Matthew, the 24th, the faithful. You gotta hang in there. You can't give up. You got to keep on fighting. And then Joshua, again, the 1st chapter, verses 1 through 8. Fear not. Fear not. And that's the word that I wanted to bring to you this morning. Fear not. This is a hard enough world that we live in. And if you get full of fear with the newscasts and all that other stuff, then you're doing exactly the opposite of what the Lord told you to do. Fear not. Don't fear. Be brave. Be bold. That's what he told Joshua. He said in verse 7, be bold and be very courageous. As I was with Moses, I will be with you. Now I'm going to take you down that road for just a minute, if you don't mind. Because my dad, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my father. He could have took me fishing a few more times, but that's beside the point. You know, everybody's got their expectations of what their fathers could have been. But my dad opened up sessions of Congress. My dad prayed for the governor's inaugurations. Do you know who my dad has been? My dad was somebody. And he birthed a son that sang in front of the world for more more than since I was 16 years old. I sang in front of the world for over 20 years. I sang in front of the world. I did that. And now I got a son who's stepping into my footsteps, and he's going to do even greater than that. You just give him some time. You just give him some time. He's been prophesied over, and I'm so proud of him. I think he's wonderful. And I think his little wife is wonderful too. And I don't mean to keep saying it, but my God, sometimes I watch and it looks like Chip and Polly all over again. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. Anybody else but me? I just go, well, I guess God wanted to do that. But then I can't wait to see what God's going to do with Christian. I can't wait to see what God's going to do with Christian. I can't wait to see what God's going to do with Christian. That's like a skyrocket waiting to happen. If that ain't my spitting image, dear Lord. I mean, Paul is too. I'm not taking away from Paul, because I got that picture of me and Joanna I posted up on Facebook. Me and Paul look just alike. We look just alike. If I would have had a beard, you would have went, that's Paul snuggling up on Joanna. That's what that would have been. But me and Christian, when I'm skinny, you know, and I'm working on it. If anybody comes up and tells me I'm fat after church, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to go to war. Don't do that to me again. There. I'll suck in my gut for a minute. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is wisdom. And that's from Proverbs, the first chapter, 7th and 8th verses. It says, now, wisdom comes from God. And you need wisdom. Every one of you in here today, and every one of you watching by television right now, you need wisdom. And I've played around with you a little bit, and I sincerely hope that you that have been watching by internet and by television, that you have taken this with a grain of salt, that I'm playing with you sometimes. But right now, I'm being very serious. You need wisdom in your life. You need the things that are going to matter the most. And if I don't tell you, then shame on me. Being a leader, I'm still the president of this corporation. And yes, Paul is running the operations. Take off, buddy. You can run it. But I still have to make my statements, because I'm proud of him and he's in full control. I'm not fooling with it. He's running the organization right now. But I still get to say what I have to say to you. And what I have to say is, you have to have wisdom to get ready for what's about to happen to you. First of all, you have to have Jesus in your heart. And I'm saying that to everybody across the world right now, because we have followers across the world. You need Jesus to be number one in your life. That's the first thing. And you need to be ready to share Jesus with everybody else. You have to be able to tell somebody about the love that you have for Christ. Those are the things that matter the most. Because whether you have food, I love these companies that have like Patriot Foods or Wise Foods and all that stuff. I like that because I think you ought to be ready for it. But I think you better have Jesus before you have some Wise Foods. You need to have your heart right with God today. I remember when I was young, and I'm still young. As long as you're under 60, you're still young. Okay. There you go. Good try. As long as you're under 60, you're still young. And, Groucho Marx, I probably shouldn't even say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it just because I want to make y'all laugh a little bit. Groucho Marx, his famous quote was this: "You as young as the one you're hugging." Well, that ought to make you laugh just a little bit. Y'all don't even smile. What? You don't even have on a mask. What you talking about? He said you can't see. Look at him. This one over here, right here. He says you can't see because of the, now you put it on. Don't fake everybody out. You sucker. No. You pull the mask up after you speak. No, you don't get away with that. Nah, it's all right. I'm just playing with you. But, I just kind of miss you guys. Just to be honest with you, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking about you and thinking about the life I've lived. And it's been illustrious. I remember when we did our video, you were standing 2 feet behind me, Susan, and you were singing with your granddaughter. Yeah. We've done some stuff. Yeah. Be all right. It was the largest this church has ever been in its existence. If you don't believe me, go look it up on YouTube. It's the largest this church has ever been. It was a different time. I understand that. Because the Lord said He was going to downsize it. I'm okay with that. But don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who your pastor has been. That he took you places that you never went. We knocked out Grand Funk Railroad. Shut the front door. We knocked out Grand Funk Railroad and Edgar Winter. We did that. That was us. Don't forget that. Our cast for Rejoice was bigger than what the church is right now. The cast was larger than this. And God's got good things in store for us in the future. Because I think Paul and Mads are going to take it. They're going to move it on back up. That's okay. That's why I got out the way. It's just like, let those kids take over. Because when I was 32, my papa, he wasn't ready to let go of nothing. And so I had to fight tooth and toenail to get where I got. But I learned from that, and I decided I'm just going to step away, not because I don't still feel called. Y'all are my friends. So where do I go from here? No, you can pray with me about it. I'll give you a prayer request. I'm trying to figure this out too. And I go, well, I need to get out of the way so that Paul and Madison can step into their anointing. And they have done so. And they are doing wonderful. Give them a round. But it comes back on me and goes, all right, where am I going? What am I doing? What I'd like to do. Joanna likes trucks. And I'd like to get a truck and one of them little Airstream trailers. And I'd like to go to the small churches around the country. And I'd love to go see the Grand Canyon. I'd love to go see Arizona. I would love to go do all those things. And poor little Joanna would have to go with me. Pray for her more than what you do. Just pray for her more than what you do. Poor little thing. She has to put up with me and my personality. Honestly, just pray for her. That's all we're going to say. I'm very prolific. Let's just put it that way. I'm a dominant male, and don't forget it. I'm so glad I had this time. Honestly, I'm just glad I had this time to share with you a sermon, which the points are right here. I mean, you can't say he didn't preach. I can show it to you right now. And I covered every point in my sermon. Every one of them. Look at them. They're all there. But I haven't been with you on a personal level in so long where I got to just be friends with you and say, I miss you. And I love you. And I'll do it. I'll do it. Vincent. Vincent. Speak up. You're my spiritual son, so you speak up. Cue up your love. Cue it up, because there's a lot of people in here that love that song. It's not Joanna's favorite song, but tough luck, Chuck. Because I'm going to sing it because I feel like it. Now, go, and when you get there, just run it, okay? If you don't mind. That one sets me on fire. Make sure it's loud enough. Effects. We were lost in sin and darkness till you came and shine your light. Now we're living for you, Lord. Gonna worship and adore you. Gonna go and tell the nation about your love and awesome power. Be a light into the darkness. Tell the world how great our God is. Jesus, your love is more than enough. Your love, your love, your love. Na, 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 na. Jesus, your love is more than enough. Your love, your love, your love. Your love, your love, your love. Na, 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 na. No more despair and sadness. Only happiness and gladness, 'cause we know that you are able. He's got a plan for me, not to harm but to prosper me. Jesus, your love is more than enough. Your love, your love, your love. Jesus, your love. Y'all go ahead and sit back down because I got an explanation for all of you. Okay? I've been on a Z-Pack all this week because I've been having laryngitis for the last week and a half. And I don't know what's wrong. But I called the doctor. They got me on prednisone. They got me on my Z-Pack. And I've been drinking water and trying to get my voice back. Paul and Madison. Oh, no, it's not. I don't think this is something I'm sharing that you shouldn't know about. Paul and Madison went over to Orange Beach to have a little vacation. He works hard. No, he does a good job. I'm proud of my son. And so he said, "Can you cover for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do it." But now you understand why I wasn't nailing all those big high notes. Because I did okay. The funny thing about it is, and can I confess, I just want to tell. That's Joanna's least favorite song that I sing. She does not like that song. Sing it again. No, I'm not going to aggravate her. She's sitting in the back. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. But that's my favorite song because Paul wrote that song. And we were here. We were working in here because we got the studio back over there. And I was sitting there, and that's when I went, na, 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 na. And that's where the na, 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 na came from. That's the only part of the song I wrote was na 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 na, because the intro was playing in, and I'm sitting there going na 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 na, and that's where na 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 came from, and that's her least favorite part of the entire song. I'm hurt. The only part that I wrote is what she hates the most. I'm proud of Cambry. I wish she was sitting there. I would have sung it for her. I would have worked harder if she would have been sitting there. I would have worked harder, but I ain't going to work that hard just for you people. That's fine. Do y'all love and miss me too? Because I love and miss every one of you. There's always a next step in your life. You think that's the way it's always going to be? I'm telling you, there's always, you're going to have to take another step. And that's why I have pushed myself to make new steps. Because I learned after a few years, push. If you don't push, you're going to be stuck in the mud. You got to push yourself to your next level. And that's the voice of wisdom speaking to you right now. And that was the last point of my message right there. I asked the Lord, I said, give me wisdom. Because there's going to come a time in your life that you're going to need wisdom. Because you think everything's just going to remain the same. I got news for you. Every one of you. Life is not going to remain the same. It's going to change. And you're going to have to take that next step, and it's going to have to be bold. I remember the time, I hope you don't mind me bending your ear just a little bit, but I've been lonely and I've been missing y'all. And so I'm going to go ahead and say what I got to say. I remember the time I went skydiving out of a plane at 12,000 feet. It might have been higher than that, but I'm not going to exaggerate. It was at least 12,000 feet. And I remember the courage that it took for me to look out of that plane and say, I have to do this. I have to jump. I cannot live like I've been living. It was so sweet because I have done so many things in this life. I have been so many places and seen so many faces. I've been on TV with so many people. I don't even know how it all happened sometimes. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I'm from here with all you. I'm like you. And I don't even know how I got there. But I wound up on that plane. And I remember looking out. And I said, I got to jump. And it was so sweet because Paul, he was there with me. And I've done so many things. And I think Paul, he just wanted to do something first before me. Because I've done everything. And I would have done it. And the guy who was jumping with us, he said, who's going first? I said, me. And I looked over at Paul. And I saw his little face. He's got that little baby face. He can grow that beard all he wants to, but whatever you say, he's still got that little baby face. And I saw that little baby face. And I said, son, do you want to go first? To do something ahead of me, instead of always following in his father's footsteps. You know what I mean? He needed to have something that he owned. He said, Dad, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to go first. I said, don't come back down in that plane. Don't come back down in that plane. Because I can promise you, I'm jumping out of that plane. And so you go up, but you better come down on a parachute and not back in that plane. He said, okay, Dad. And he went up and he came down, and you should have seen the pride in that young child's face. When he came back and he landed with that parachute, he was so proud of himself. I wouldn't have traded that for all the tea in China, because the tea in China is contaminated with the China virus, and I don't want no China virus. Thank you, Elwin. At least I got a laugh out of Elwin this morning. If I can get a laugh out of Elwin, I did good this morning. I'll tell you that one right now. Then I went up next, and he said, we're going out on 3. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I got a sickness in my head. And I know this cat. His name was Hippie. Chippy and Hippie. Jumping out of an airplane together. You kidding me? Anyway, so it was funny because he said, all right, we're going to go on 3. He said 1, 2, and I jumped out of the plane. And we did 3 flips. We did 3 flips. I told him, I told him over my shoulder, because it was a tandem jump. I said, don't you pull that trigger before the last minute, because I want a free fall. You ever heard that song, Free Fallin'? You ever heard that one? I said, you better leave that thing alone, because I hit the ground. I don't even care right now. Man, you heard about that woman that hit the ground and lived? That would be me. When I want to go to heaven, I'm trying to get there. And boom, it would be me. Then they'd haul me off to the hospital. I'd still be alive. Oh, I'm just saying that to have fun with you this morning.